Stealthy as can be.
Let's go.
Aye, aye. Careful now. Ready, sweetie? No hard feelings, dear.
Best wishes. Yes.
X marks the spot. Oh, how debonair.
Of course.
Your life is mine. No hard feelings, dear.
Time to plunder.
Careful now.
Let's go.
Orders?
Yes. Best wishes. Yes.
Aye, aye. Oh, how debonair.
Force pressure!
Stealthy as can be. I will see this through.
Of course.
Orders? I will see this through.
All right. Let's go.
X marks the spot.
Time to plunder.
I could get used to this.
Really? Best wishes. Yes.
Aye, aye. Careful now.
Yes. Time to play.
Hi there everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes, this time taking on the pair of Legendary Veronica and Mythic Embla, all together on their very own Mythic/Legendary Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. And of course, this being on Camilla's birthday no less, so we are going to both literally and figuratively have a birthday bash for Camilla here. And naturally, there being two major threats on the map does make this something of a challenge. Both of them are quite potent, and both of them are red, have a lot of range and do a lot of damage, and have a whole lot of effects as well. So let's take a closer look at Legendary Veronica here. So she is going to be a cavalry red tome unit, so naturally, at being a ranged cavalry unit, she has a lot of range going for her, and very high offensive skills and stats. So she does have a pretty impressive offensive stat line, and that paired with her weapon, in addition to the attack speed catch 4, the speed res far trace 3, as well as the chill skill, the dual chill skill that's slapped onto the seal here, that all does allow her to do really huge damage. Also, she has a natural desperation effect built into her weapon that's really unconditional, so she can just go in with her high offensive stats and then attack twice in a row, also prevent the enemy's follow-up attacks, and get all kinds of ridiculous stat boosts associated with it as well. So she is quite formidable, and to the extent that the enemy or one of your allies is not deceased after her engagement with them, she does of course have the trace skill and Kanto to go back to safety. So all of that together is pretty formidable. Now Embla is quite interesting. So she is going to be a beast flyer and also red. So once again, the map is heavy on the red. She has considerable stat line, pretty even defenses as well. And her enclosing claw is going to have a whole host of different effects based upon your unit's positioning. Now that does give you a little bit of freedom in terms of actually manipulating the map and potentially getting out of the way. But the range is so huge for her to actually activate a lot of these conditions. It's going to be hard to actually navigate that. And actually try to use that to your advantage. More often than not, she's going to get the effects that she needs to on your enemy, on your allies, and all that being said, that's going to be a huge number of stat boosts. She's going to neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks. She's going to inflict special cooldown charge -1, and then she's of course also going to be able to transform, and the transformation is also going to allow her to move in extra space and also have attack +2. Now, the Beast Agility B slot that she has going for her means that she doesn't really need to worry about where she is in order to transform. She's just always going to transform, so she's basically always going to have that effect. Attack Speed Clash 4 as well as Swift Sparrow 2 are definitely going to both together boost her offensive capability, and then Severance for the C slot is one of the most unique skills we've gotten in recent memory. So Severance is going to inflict 2 effects as penalties on the enemy. So for one thing, undefended and feud, so that is actually going to neutralize the enemy's, your units' ability to leverage savior units, savior skills. So any savior skills are not going to be activated and going to be nullified by the undefended stat debuff. And then feud is actually going to disable all of the ally skills. So a lot of the teamwork skills, the emblem skills that are centered around spurs and drives, all of that stuff that's centered around providing support to your allies. Yeah, the feud skill is going to neutralize all of those things. And then she's also going to be able to neutralize penalties and grant dodge to herself. So she's going to get some damage reduction based upon her speed, and then also just neutralize all penalties. Why not? Just any activated debuffs that are on her, just say goodbye, so she doesn't have to really worry about them. So that's really, really powerful. And again, the condition for those is really position-based, and it's hard to not activate those, just because the range, the wide range that it encapsulates, which is, I think, 3 rows and 3 columns, is most of the map. So as long as you have an enemy within that range, she's going to activate that stuff. So pretty powerful combination of effects. Now, I would call the map layout itself pretty neutral for flyers. You have a lot of freedom of movement, which is great. The pits aren't going to be a detraction from your movement capability whatsoever. There are these 4 structures here that do block the way and also allow you to funnel the enemy forward. But at the same time, because you have both Emblem and Veronica having extended range and a lot of offensive power backing them, having them all funnel in one way can be a little bit scary as well. However, as I will demonstrate in the course of actually clearing this map, the map layout does provide certain interesting opportunities for choke points, which we will be taking advantage of. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Camillas that we brought with us today. So we'll start with the duo pirate pair, the fair pirate pair of Hinoka and Camilla. Got plus 10, 10 Dragon Flowers, attack asset, Mermaid Bow reposition, Deadeye, attack speed push 4, speed res far trace, defense res rain, and attack speed form 3 for the seal. We have Holiday Traveler Camilla, New Year's Camilla at plus 10, 10 Dragon Flowers, speed asset, has her relatively freshly inherited Arcane Eljudnir, with attack refine, reposition Gale Force, Heavy Blade 4, Dive Bomb 3, Goat Flyers, and defense and Death Blow 3 for the seal. And of course, making her Legendary / Mythic Hero Battle debut, we have Midnight Bloom Camilla, Ninja Camilla, fully maxed out, plus attack minus speed, Flowery Scroll, reposition Glimmer, Close Salvo, Seal res 4, attack res hold, and attack res form 3 for the seal. And of course we have Vanilla Camilla merged at plus 10, 15 Dragon Flowers, Summoner Support, attack and speed assets, has her newly inherited and gifted Arcane Downfall with attack refine, so she's going to be able to play with her new toy today. Reposition Draconic Aura, Distant Stance for the A slot, Guard Bearing 3 for the B slot, Hone Flyers, and Mystic Boost for the seal. So the very first thing we're going to do is block off the blue bat over here and just plug up this entryway point towards our units. So we're going to accomplish this by repositioning Vanilla Camilla forward and then just stationing her right here in the corner at a choke point. And she's going to stay there for essentially the majority of the entire map. She's just going to do her job in being a giant tank. Unrelenting and unmovable. So, on the other side of here, we're going to actually reposition the pirate pair to take out the green bat on the left-hand side, and enemy phase will begin. A bunch of transformations will happen. Of course, that bat is going to be attacking into Vanilla Camilla, doing a little bit of damage, but we have that Mystic Boost for the recovery, which is very, very useful. We've got some enemy respawns. Of course, the Cleric is always a big nuisance on these maps, and in this particular case, the Cleric does actually, the Troubadour, I should say, since she is on a horse, will debuff you with Flash Plus. So they will disable counterattacks on your units if she is able to attack, so just bear that in mind. We got a Blarblade user with heavy offensive capability. We have an instant Lance Plus Lance Cavalier over here as well. You got a red bat that appeared with Triangle Adept, so certainly positioned to easily take out any green units. And you have a red Manakete over here with the Distant Counter Seal, as well as a whole host of defensive capabilities and quick riposte. So we're going to thin the ranks a little bit and let Ninja Camilla go to work. So we're going to take out the Axe Fighter right over here and leave her in the range of both the Blue Mage as well as the Red Bat. Don't have to worry about any Hardy Bearing effects or sweep effects, so she is going to be able to counterattack against both of them. We're going to use New Year's Camilla to engage on the red Manakete here. Now, she's not going to be able to take her out in just one turn, but she is going to proc Gale Force and be able to attack once again to finish off the red Manakete. And like I said, the Troubadour is always a nuisance, and it's always nice when you're able to just clear her out pretty quickly, and thankfully we can. As soon as she spawns, we're going to take the Pirate Pair and snipe her out of position, and then go right back into safety. And then we're going to, again, sit pretty here with Vanilla Camilla. She is able to just continue to tank this blue bat over here without any difficulty whatsoever. So the blue mage is going to go down for trying to engage against Ninja Camilla, and the red bat is as well. Okay, enemy is repositioning themselves, and we do have a blue Fafnir that appeared over here on the left-hand side, as well as a sword dragon that appeared on the right-hand side with pretty hefty defenses and a brave sword. So we're just going to take out the easy marks. Blue Fafnir is a very easy target here. We're going to take her out with the Pirate Pair. We're going to reposition closer to the danger range to prepare for the following turn, and we're actually going to bring Ninja Camilla out of range and out of danger. Taking on both Veronica and the Lance Cavalier is ill-advised, so we're just going to sneak back here. And Vanilla Camilla here is once again just going to be sitting pretty without any difficulty. Just continuing to tank those attacks, tanking that Moonbow, no problem whatsoever. And again, creating this marvelous choke point, because as units kind of get stuck back here, we don't really have to worry about them because they don't really have a huge capability of circling around and engaging in the major front, right? Now, one of the main reasons we're able to endlessly tank this blue bat is because the blue bat has wind sweep on them. So she's going to continue to attack and have a sweep effect, so Camilla will not be able to counterattack and kill her. But the blue bat's not going to be able to do enough damage and not going to be able to double because of the wind sweep. And so we're just going to continue to tank the attacks and also heal because of the Mystic boost. If she were able to counterattack, she would kill the blue bat eventually, which would actually ruin this strat. So it's kind of fun having Embla just kind of stuck back here, as well as the Sword Dragon. So we got some new spawns here. We of course have the Axe Knight with the Brave Axe, as well as the new, the Assault Troop skill. So the Deceptive Range, of course, they are able to essentially warp all the way across the map to attack, as well as deflect magic over here as well. You have a green Manaketh that has also appeared, again, heavy on the dragons as far as this map is concerned. We definitely want to take out Veronica. If we let her attack, we're not really going to be able to survive that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to use the Axe Knight as something of a trampoline or a launching pad here. So we're going to attack into the Axe Knight with New Year's Camilla and proc Gale Force, which will allow New Year's Camilla to run forward and engage Veronica and take her out on player phase. So easy peasy, one of the bosses going down right quick. And then we can clear out the other two major threats that are right here. We're going to use the Pirate Pair to take out the Lance Cavalier. And then the green Manaketh is going to go down to Ninja Camilla as well. Vanilla Camilla, once again, not going to move from this spot at all. The New Year's Camilla is going to be in the range of the Assault Trooping Brave Axe armor, but no worries there. She's going to be able to tank that without any real difficulty. And then at this point, we are gearing up for the final engagement, so we are going to take out the blue bat with Ninja Camilla here, and we're finally going to move Vanilla Camilla. She is finally going to move out of this position just to reposition to safety out of harm's way. We're going to shift New Year's Camilla down here, and then shift the Pirate Pair up to allow the enemy to overextend and move into attack range. So it is time to engage and finish off this map, and so we gotta bust out all of the tricks. We'll activate our duo skill here to give ourselves a nice activated boost, as well as some extended range. And we're going to use New Year's Camilla to engage against the Sword Dragon here. We'll be able to survive that attack and proc Gale Force, and then shift down here and finish off the Sword Dragon as well. That leaves Emblem all by her lonesome. We are going to use the Pirate Pair to whittle down her health. And then at this point, we are going to finish her off with Vanilla Camilla proccing that Ether and taking out Embla for good measure. And so that is the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to clear Legendary Veronica, as well as Mythic Embla in their very own Legendary/Mythic Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using for this Abyssal level challenge. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.